care homes, clinics, hospital, temporary vaccination centers, things like that. Now, at each guy who is carrying it, that box where this blue color boxes where they were carrying, that need to maintain the same temperature. So it's a challenge. So what we need is drive resiliency, agility, and predictability. So whatever you're doing the planning for delivery, you need to make sure that it's maintaining the temperature till last moment delivery. The moment it gets injected, that moment also the temperature need to be at 8 degrees. Enable intelligent end-to-end supply chain visibility and transparency. Right from manufacturing till end, you need to know what temperature it is going through and how much time it will take to deliver. Minimize the complexity of supplier onboarding and collaboration. This means that you should not have too many players in between. The more number of players you add in between, the complexity increases. So you have to make a simplistic way of onboarding people. So this is a typical cold chain planning for vaccination that we used to use. This shows you the distribution center is the red. They are the clinics. These are the clinics. This is the hospital where the mass storage is there. And then vaccination centers are these. So this is how you have to plan. So you have to understand that from this clinic till vaccination center, let's say by motorcycle, by car, or whatever way you are carrying, it need to be so short that it should not reduce the temperature, increase the temperature beyond 8 degrees centigrade. So that's why if you see, these are very simple way they have managed so that it quickly can deliver there and temperature is maintained. So this is a typical map generally we use to monitor the cold chain while planning. So now let's take few examples of IoT-based cold chain implementation planning. So this is an integrated solution for cold chain, where if you see, we have RFID tag, which tracks which version, which vial of the vaccine is this track is carrying, then tracking it through different way like your GPS and other stuff. And then this is the cold chain warehouse where we can submit them, keep them, store them. Then the cloud server, which monitors through and through where it is going, who is carrying, what time it will get delivered. So this is a very integrated, complex system. And everywhere, if you see, there are a lot of sensing devices, device management system. This is the sensor. So a lot of sensing things are integrated in this solution for a IoT based sensing solution for cold chain. So if I take it little more, slicing the whole architecture, it looks like something like that. So it's the sensing layer. In the sensing layer, what we can have is RFID, barcode, other type of sensors like temperature sensor, camera, meters, and etc. etc. So this is how we have in the sensing layer. Then networking is whether you are operating at the local level or a integrated internet-based system, you need to decide on kind of network layer that you need. A cable network, Zigbee, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, whatever you need. Once that is there, then you need to have a service layer where this data need to be stored. You need to monitor, you need to analyze, you need to understand what are the key performance indicator. That means the temperature need to be 8 degree less. So that is key performance indicator. Then it need to be delivered within 45 minutes from the clinic to the vaccination center, things like that. So this is where, and then application can be different type of application you can create. So it's ice cream example I have given, vaccination example I have given, but there are a lot of other area also there, like food waste management, water management, energy management. All this can be done using this kind of concept. So this is a typical layer by layer structure, how we can slice it before we take a decision, what kind of solution we will take. And the same slicing, if I integrate it now into my day-to-day work, this is how it looks like. So what we'll have, IoT sensors are connected with different devices in a, let's say this is a retail. So in a retail, Then you have a gateway, as I showed in the block diagram. So this gateway will connect with different cloud systems, and end of the day, you will get a centralized management or mobile application to track it. I will showcase you some of my case studies, how this is work. So this is how typically implementation perspective, where we have the sensors, the gateway, the systems, and how it's the working for us. This is a real image that is there for a retail store, where the manager is checking if the temperature of the cold area, like the ice creams and milk and everything that is kept, if they are in right way maintained, if there is anything that is going beyond the threshold. So this is how she is using a simple mobile. They can analyze and they can identify which are the outliers, and immediately they can take action. So this is the beauty of this technology. This is a simplistic command and control center, we call it in a retail. So like if you go to Smart Bazaar or any other, they must be having similar type of, in India, similar type of things. But this is in like Dubai, we have Carrefour, Lulu, they have their own systems where they can monitor using cold chain. This is a complete command and control center to see. You can understand if they bought milk, truckload of milk, and if the temperature goes beyond the threshold, what will happen? The whole milk will go waste. So the saving the food waste is very important. So that's why this kind of command and control center are there, which if let's say there is a problem coming up in the truck, so they may decide to store it nearby storage area rather than taking to the destination. So these kind of command and control center sensors can help us to find where we can use this product easily without damaging the product or wastage of the product. This is another integrated system wherein RFID, cloud, and sensing, GPS, everything is working together to know where is my product at any instant of time. So let's say from USA, something is coming to India via multiple hubs, via Dubai or USSR or whatever. So depending on that, you need to still manage to see how things are going, where it is, what time it will reach, and everything, and what the temperature is at that point of time. This can be done simply using IoT based tracking mechanism. This is a simple, I have given the case study out here. You can go over. This is a simple integrated solution which shows what are the hops, when it will deliver, what will be at the end, it will be the condition and things like that. This is another good example. So typically, how it works is very simple. You have RFID, you have Bluetooth or NFC or Wi-Fi router or 3G or 4G, and now 5G also is coming. So depending on that, you can use it and then send appropriate directions to the other. They are involved in the whole process. So now let's talk about the sweet thing that I started with, the ice cream. So if you see the ice cream that we take, that container that carry the ice cream from the manufacturing distribution center contains so many gadgets into it. And it's connected through our cloud. And at any instant of time, you need to know what is the temperature inside this, what is the distance that is going to cover with the fuel that it is having. If there is any other issue, flattened tire, because if the tire is not properly aerated, that may cause jerking, which may deform the ice cream shape. Things like that, they generally can track using this. So this is a very simplistic way how ice cream distribution happens to your home when it gets generated, and cold chain is used to monitor that. Typically within the warehouse where the temperature is a little bit less than conventional is required, again there are a lot of sensors are there. So all these are Wi-Fi based systems that are connected, and you see the temperature is maintained out here, and it is getting tracked using different sensors. And any instant of time, you know at which cell what type of temperature is maintained, whether it is correct or you need to do some kind of monitoring. There is a control room which does this. So this is a typical cold chain warehouse where the container are kept, like with the ice cream or vaccine or other products. So how it works basically, it can be something like this. If you see, these are simple ultra sensitive sensing devices which can be, this is something, it is from Carrier. You all know Carrier is a AC giant. So they have come out with this kind of sensing things for a track which can be monitored very effectively. So greater visibility, it have a Wi-Fi capability, it can send. I have given the two products name here. If you see, it can be secured, so nobody else can hack the system and just do havoc by increasing the temperature, things like that. It's a very high quality product which can help you to manage the temperature within the system that you want to build. So basically for cargo. These are the some of the solutions that is available. Those who are interested, they can see. So sensors and barcodes, these are the thing, packaging and storage. This visibility platform. Visibility platform means which shows you how using mobile you can track and see the thing. So that is where it is. So what we see in typically in a day-to-day scenario is this: if there is a threshold is defined, whether something is going beyond the threshold, below or up, that only we monitor, and based on that we take a call whether we have to immediately inform the driver to take a corrective actions. This is how typically happens. So if you see, these are the different container system which can be monitored at instant of time. These are some of the systems that is already there which monitors the temperature and give you the idea what is happening within the container. So there are a lot of applications available today wherein we need this kind of sensors which can help us to give us a better insight about what is happening. So I have given some of the examples out here, but for cold chain purpose, will be limited to see how the temperature is maintained and things like that. So this is a typical smart groceries are coming, smart delivery coming, and things and smart pickups are there. So there are a lot of, in many places like delivery robots are now in trial phase, smart car are in trial phase to deliver things like that. But all this involves a lot of sensors. Many sensing devices are there. So some of the challenges, even though there are so many things happening out here, there are some challenges out there. So like device security, most important is the CCTV camera that you put in your house. How you ensure that somebody else is not cannot tamper with that. So that's the security of the device is very important. Second is, sometimes these all are connected to your mobile or network or internet. So there is called distributed denial of service attack, DDoS. That is a very common for IoT sensors, wherein a lot of hackers try to hack your IoT devices and do spurious things. Then data usage sharing. So as I showed you, the whole sensor data goes to a cloud data lake. Now, whom you give access to the data lake? Who is having that access? That is very important. So in a society, let's say you are putting everything into a drive and anybody can go and pick up that, they may use it for different other purposes. So that's why data sharing is very important. Device hygiene. Sometimes what happens, each of these devices, each of these sensors, they have their own firmware. You all understand firmware, the basic software that is required to run that sensor. Now, sometimes manufacturer might have given a latest patch to fix certain issues in the firmware, but if you have not used it, then you create a security hole for your device. So that's the device hygiene. It need to be updated in terms of the firmware update. Then periodic update is there. Then prevent misuse of your SIM. So sometimes your PIN, if you are using a SIM card along with your IoT sensor, for example, your navigation device or anything. Now, if you are not protecting the PIN with a PIN, then somebody may get access to it and create problem for you. And then remote control of IoT devices without leaving door open for the attacker. This is the most important part, that you never share the credential of your devices with anyone. So these were some of the challenges. Cold chain challenges: damaged equipment. This is most often happen that, let's say, truck that is carrying the vial, they have a problem. So damaged equipment is a very important aspect. Excess heat and exposure. Let's say you are running through Rajasthan desert, and that time if your AC stop working on the container, what will happen? So exposure to heat is very dangerous. So you have to upfront plan that. Damaged products, human mistake. Sometimes people do mistake. Instead of taking the corrective action, they create something which can cause problem. And overall, this whole process is a high cost, because it contain lot of temperature lowering mechanism like air conditioner, things like that. So, and the sophisticated IoT devices, sophisticated cloud integrated systems, edge devices. So it's costly, but the benefit are very much there. So if you can reduce the food wastage, that means on an average, Nestle have seen around 15% food wastage was there, because they were not using earlier IoT. Once they involve IoT, that has reduced to significantly, which is turn out to be in millions and millions of dollars saving for them. So that's the advantage if you use IoT based sensors there in your manufacturing, distribution, retail, purchase, every steps. So end-to-end supply chain visibility, reduce food and medicine loss, optimize supply chain logistics, increase the disruption, resilience to disruption basically, and enable environment sustainability. This is a very important aspect of this benefit. Now let's talk about some case studies. I was talking about Nestle cold chain. So what was happening in case of Nestle worldwide? They were the major ice cream and other food product. You all know Cadbury, the chocolates and others. So which required lot of temperature control. They were facing a challenge, and they were incurring a huge loss because of that challenge. What was happening? Most of the time, their products were getting melted and wasted. So around 20% of the product were wasted in this whole process. So then the CEO, they thought that what can be done to minimize that. Then came the idea to use IoT based sensors. So this is a real case study I showed here. So what they suggested, that we will put in every cell of our product where they're storing in our retail, to monitor the temperature and take appropriate action and alerts, so that we safeguard the product from melting away or wastage. And you will see that once they implemented this, they have saved a lot. The 20% wastage has reduced to some one single digit wastage. So that's the advantage. And if you see, the market side of cold chain logistics is around 230 billion. So you can understand, if you can save this much percentage there, so what is the saving for the organization? So that's where this is an interesting case study, where people have used extensively sensing mechanism to safeguard the wastage. Second is the vaccine journey to the rural area. Now, if you see, this is a BBC case study where they have shown how in a rural Africa, where people have to take the vials last moment using these blue color boxes over a, let's say, a boat or sometime bicycle and things like that, how they can maintain the temperature. So what they did, they used what we call as a dry ice. We all know. See, dry ice packs inside this, and they monitored it continuously using IoT, that they know that this pack may remain effectively at 8 degrees centigrade for, let's say, 3 hours. So they plan such a way that it should be delivered within that 3 hours. So this is a Pfizer. If you see their farm of freezer farm where these vials are kept, and then using this kind of dry ice, and it goes to the last mile delivery. This is a very interesting story, wherein if you see it, manufacturers send it through air from USA to different countries. Like in Dubai, we got Pfizer from USA, and we got vaccinated, and they follow the similar route, and that's how the last mile we receive. So this is a very interesting journey. While in India also the same thing. In India also, when I dig little deep, I have found that same way people have gone to save the people's time. They went to the field and delivered the vaccine there to the people who are working in the field, so that they don't have to lose their daily wage. So this is how each case is having each challenges, but all those challenges, one common was the maintaining the temperature and using IoT. IoT has helped us a lot to manage this and deliver it successfully. So in summary, I think I am done with the talk. In summary, what I did is I explained IoT, why it is relevant for cold chain, explained benefits and challenges of IoT in cold chain, and presented use cases show the capability of IoT-based technologies. With this, I leave it open for you all to discuss any questions, comments, suggestions that you have. Hello. Asha, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is there any question that I can take up?
Uh, audience, audience, sir is open for questions. Uh,
Actually, cold chain technology is very latest technology, and I think most of the researchers are not working on that area. I think so. Blockchain technology, they are very familiar because computer science branch will work on blockchain technology. But your topic was very interesting. I was not knowing anything about cold chain technology, but by your talk, I understand, and by giving many example, you explain how cold chain technology and what about this. So this is a type of forum where we are not knowing the subject also we can learn actually. So this is the good thing I can say. I think
Ma'am, may
our
I interrupt,
principal.
ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Ma'am, somebody has posted, Anand Narayan, a
Okay.
question. Does Industry 4.0 work on IoT?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Asha?
Hello.
Yeah. Yes. What is the full question?
Does Industry 4.0 work on IoT?
Yes, Industry 4.0 is basically built on the pillar of IoT, AI, blockchain. These are the basically driving factor for IoT, Industry 4.0.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So our principal sir join. So
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir. Morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you, sir?
Good, sir. Thank you. Nice to see you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Nice to see you. How was the session, sir?
Session was good.
Okay, sir. So really, thank you for so much for coming over through online and have given the topic on that is IoT related things. Really happy to see that. And we want to have collaboration with you in future also.
Definitely, sir. Definitely.
If any kind of thing is there, then we'll go ahead along with that, sir, with your
Yes,
university.
yes.
He's
So,
basically on the cyber security.
ma'am, you
Correct?
can we can work together. Like I can reach out to you, and we can see a possibility. For my organization, definitely we keep collaborating with institutes so that we get early talents who
Okay,
can be
okay,
groomed into cybersecurity and
okay,
make
okay,
industry ready. So I can
okay.
work with you on that and let you know how
Yes,
we
sir.
can
Even
take
we
it
have
forward.
a MTech program on cyber security.
Great, great. That's very good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep, I'll request Dr. Preetha Saran to have a closely connect with you, and so that we'll make use of something that is benefit to mutually.
Yes, definitely. No, we induct people at the very early stage, like final year students or maybe final year MTech students, because the cybersecurity is a vast domain, sir, and most of the time it's a very, I will say, confined area. Like not many people want to disclose because the cybersecurity it cannot be open. So that's why we want to take people at the early stage. We groom them so that they understand the tricks of the trade. That's what we call, and then they learn and see. Because most of the time people feel that if I share the cybersecurity things with them, then I am opening my house ajar.
Yes,
That's
sir.
why it's a little close thing, and that's why I want to take people right from the early stage so that they understand this and take it forward further.
Definitely, sir. Definitely, we'll work together, sir. We'll achieve
Yeah,
something.
definitely, sir.
And
So I'll reach
principal
out to
sir,
you.
he is also adjunct professor in SP Jain management, global management. Correct, Sandip?
Oh,
Yes, yes.
SP Jain.
Basically, there, yeah, there I am teaching digital transformation courses, and again, cybersecurity is also part of it. So that's my passion. Basically, teaching is a passion, so I take that also in parallel.
whenever you come to India, visit our institute, sir.
Yeah, definitely, sir. Definitely, definitely,
Thank you so much, sir.
definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Sandip. So Asha, if
Yes,
no
ma'am.
more question is there, then formal way you can end the session.
Sure, ma'am. Thank
Just
you.
see any more question is there in chat box, or some people told that we are not able to access the chat box.
Uh,
So if they are not able to
there is a
access it,
question, ma'am. There is a
yeah,
question.
okay.
Cold chain technology is same as supply chain technology. Somebody has posted. Is cold chain technology same as supply chain technology?
Yes, so cold chain is part of supply chain. So if you say it's a subset of supply chain. So it's effectively a supply chain where you are maintaining the temperature. That's why it's called cold chain.
Thank I think it's just a noise.
Uh, yeah, Souvik Ganguly, you want to ask some question? Okay,
Yes.
maybe by mistake it is on.
No more questions, ma'am. All done.
Okay, then formal way you just finish this session.
Yes. Yes. On behalf of the Oxford College of Engineering, we express our deep sense of gratitude to Dr. Sandip Kumar Roy sir for spending his precious time with us and shared his enormous knowledge in the field of quantum sensing technology. Uh, from supply chain management, sensors, actuators, IoT architecture to cold chain management, IoT challenges, sir has provided us with the information in a profound way. Thank you so much, sir, for providing us such great knowledge. Thank you all for joining the session, and we'll meet again at 2 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you
Thank
all.
you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you,
Thank
Ashraf, for such a nice coordination. I appreciate and thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Bye.
Asha madam, you have taken snapshot
Yes, ma'am. I have taken.
and recording. They did.
Yes, ma'am. Chanappa sir has started the recording.
Okay. Next time from the starting only you tell.
Yes, yes, ma'am. I
Who
don't
is
have
next
access.
time? Who
Yeah.
is?
Afternoon, Vishalini ma'am will be coordinating.
Okay.
I'll
Then you just remind her
yes,
to start from the beginning. Okay.
yes. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.